Let's talk about how to dress for a winter expedition. It is all about having different layers of clothing, trapping air and managing your sweating. Letting your sweat go out, evaporate and keep yourself dry. But let's get into it. In winter, when I'm going out for a cycling or skiing or climbing, first I put a merino base layer on. This is a merino base layer leggings from Aclima, and this is a merino base layer shirt, long sleeve from Kelly. Then I put the mid layer on. For me, if temperature is around -5 to -15, I put this merino wool fleece on from Icebreaker. Then I put my shell trouser on. This is a Gore-Tex shell trouser from Hog Gloves. I use this trouser in our winter tour across Finland. I really like this suspender instead belt. Then I put the balaclava on. This is from a Finnish brand called Kelly. It's made out of merino wool, and the difference between the normal one, it's like a day and night. It comes up and it can cover my face and protect it from wind and frostbite. Then I put my waterproof breathable jacket from Klättermusen. It's an all-grown model and I absolutely love the details and durability of this jacket. Then I put the hoodie on. Then I wear one thin layer of merino acrylic mixed socks. Then I wear my knitted socks on top of that. 2 socks combination will avoid you to have blisters in your feet and will keep you warm. Then I wear my boots, which has a removable inner boots. This is super important. These are made out of wool. As you can see here, my trouser has a gaiters which goes over my boots, and here has a bungee cord so it doesn't really come up, and the trouser itself also, it goes over the boots. So with this way, there's no way when I'm skiing, if it's snowing or I'm cycling, the snow goes inside, or if I go inside of the deep snow, again there's no way snow gonna to get inside my boots. That is really good. So this is one of the features when you buy your winter shell layer you need to look for. Then I wear sunglasses so it protects my vision in winter. I don't like to wear skiing goggles because they usually get foggy and it's really annoying. Then as a last I put my gloves on. Here there's a bungee cord and here, so it keeps air inside and the snow doesn't get in. After cycling, skiing or hiking for half an hour or whatever, depends on your body, you will start to sweat. It is very important to let your sweat to evaporate. So for this purpose, it's super important your jacket fabric, it is a waterproof but breathable fabric. Of course, these fabrics, they do not really breathe that much, but still they do to some extent. Next feature is really important for your jacket to have. It's a zip, ventilation zip here on the armpit. So I open both of these ventilation zips. Also, I make sure my trouser has a ventilation zip, so I can open that in both sides. So these 2 ventilation will help your body sweat to evaporate, because if you get wet, you really will get cold. Let's talk about what is the job of these different layers. First one, actually they do trap air between your body and your shell layer. So your body warms up that air and that keeps your body warm. Another job, they transfer your sweat to the shell layer, and because your shell layer is windproof and breathable, so sweat goes out And the ventilation plays a big role here for the sweat to evaporate. The main job of the base layer is transfer the sweat to the mid layer. Mid layer traps the air, also passes your sweat to the shell layer. And shell layer blocks the wind, and as I explained before, it lets the sweat to go out. What about when temperature is -30? In that case, I usually do change this mid layer to the thicker mid layer. Or I change my base layer to a thicker layer, and that is a Klima warm wool base layer. But about my lower body, with the same setup, I can cycle also in -30 and I am fine. But each person, of course, it's a little bit different. This is for when I am moving. When I am having a break, after a few minutes, I put on my down jacket. This is the setup I wear also when I am in a campsite and I need to hang out for a while. In a winter trip, it's important to have your down jacket always in a handy place. For my lower body, in a campsite and in a long break, I carry this wool shell from Klima. This is pretty thick and really warm. So, in that kind of case, I can put this one on and then my shell layer trouser. There's other option for a shell layer. We have a soft shell as a shell layer also. Those are actually really good because they are windproof and they breathe much more better than these waterproof shell layers. But the problem with them is when you are having intensive activity, they do get wet, fabric itself. So in this case, if you are in an extended tour and you do not have access for a place to dry them in the evening, I would recommend this kind of waterproof breathable shell layer. But if you're having a day trip or even maybe a 2 days trip, then I definitely would prefer to have a soft shell layers, trousers and jacket. One of the important things I would like to mention here about the winter expedition is remember to keep yourself hydrated, because the weather is cold and it is pretty easy to forget drinking water. Try to have some warm water in your vacuum bottle and remember, keep drinking. Having a hat in such a trip, it's really a good idea. You lose a lot of heat from your head and it's really cozy and nice when your head can feel warm. In my opinion, carrying a hat equals carrying a one fleece jacket. In our latest video, we had a giveaway from Kelly, a merino tube scarf, and from Bushcraft Essentials, a titanium touring stove. So, the winner is chosen, Tomcat O. So, Tomcat O, please send us an email. Our email address is in the description below, so we can send you your prize. I am back in Africa, in Kenya, and cycling around East Africa. I know our vlogs are much behind the current timeline we are leaving. Of course, I keep recording and the vlogs from Africa also will be published. But for more up-to-date stories about our adventures, you can follow us on our Instagram and our Facebook and Twitter. I hope you find this video useful. If you have tips and tricks about keeping yourself warm in winter, comment below and let us know. We would love to learn more. Also, I would like to thank all of you who you are a member of our Patreon page or in any way you're supporting our channel. Without your support, we would not be able to keep making our content. Much love and see you on the road, and bye bye.